with an amazing young Ghanaian woman. In fact, woman of substance. She's like a sister to me. We have roamed Accra, Kaka, and I've worked with her. She has been a boss to me before. Ladies and gentlemen, in fact, I have a woman whose name alone carries more than rhythm, culture, womanhood, law, power. One of the few that will tell you as it is. Yeah, even if you piss her off, she will still tell you, and then she'll come back and you people will be one. Today we're unpacking a lot here on The Drive. We're going to talk about work ethic. We're going to talk about social life, Ghanaian culture, Ghanaian identity, ambition, pressure, fun. And she'll give us how she's able to balance all of that. Because I know some women are listening. I also know that she's a mentor to a lot of young women. And so we'll highlight that. In fact, she actually is the former director. She was the former director. I don't know if that's good English. But yes, she was the former director at the National Folklore Board. Or she is the former director, yes. She's corrected me. In fact, the list goes on and on and on. But we will touch on each one of them as we go on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Mrs. Adjoa Adobea Khartey.
Thank you so much, Trigmatic, and thank you for the lovely introduction.
Oh, I thought I didn't do so well today.
It's okay. You know, I'm humble, so it's okay.
I like that. I'm humble. So we're going to take it from the very beginning. You know, who is Nana Adjoa?
Nana Adjoa is God-fearing. That's the most important.
I agree.
Woman who is impact-oriented. So I call my CV the Impotompoto CV. Even though I'm a lawyer, I've been in the folklore space, as you said. I've been in the tech space. I was with the NCA. So I've done a lot of different things.
You were with the NCA as what?
The secretary to the authority. And I also have been on different boards. I was on the then PMMC, now Gold Board, the board of that entity. I am a board member of the Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana. I am a board member also of the Street Children Empowerment Foundation.
Oh, wow.
And I am a mentor, as you said. I've started a mentorship program that's been running for 2 years, mentoring women, mid-level and entry-level women to climb up the corporate ladder. I also own a cleaning business, Clean Swift.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
Clean Swift.
Clean Swift, yes. We clean swiftly. So you can tell that there are a lot of things I do. I'm juggling. Yeah. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. And by the grace of God, I'm able to juggle all that. So, yes, that's Nana Adjoa in a nutshell.
So would you just say, I mean, I know you mentioned the grace of God. I understand all of that. But what's the intentionality that goes into managing or juggling between all these things?
You have to prioritize and know what... You have to be driven by passion.
Okay.
If you're driven by passion, what you're doing does not become a chore. So you have to be intentional.
I like that. Please say that again.
You have to be driven by passion. If you're driven by passion, then what you're doing will not become
a chore. Wow.
So it's something that it's very important as you're going through life, as you're making your career choices. What do you love? What do you like to do? Even when we speak, the way you talk about your industry, the music industry, the way you speak about music, there's the passion. So getting up, I remember I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I reviewed your agreement when you were coming here, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it, coming here every single day to come and do this must be difficult. But
it is, but we love it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So because you love it, you're able to do it
Yes.
seamlessly,
Yes.
right, and flawlessly, and you're doing such a good job. And that is what is important. So you should be driven by passion. Then you look at the impact you can make through that. So turn your passion into your money maker or your money making machine.
Turn your passion into your money maker or your money making machine. I met a woman a few days ago and she ran to me. She said, "Hi, I met you at your conference. And there's this woman that spoke. She's a lawyer. And after listening to her, I told my team that they should get her back so that she does something with us." There's this white woman. I think she said she's called Amma. They've given her a Ghanaian name. Yeah, I mean, and I was like, oh, wow. That means we're doing some good job. Let's talk about excellence. Okay. Let's talk about excellence. What does that mean to you? And who taught you that standard?
That's a tough one because there's so many mentors I've had. Yes, some very high ranking, some uneducated, but have taught me so much. I can't mention one individual.
Okay.
I'll refrain from doing that just in case some of them are listening. But let me talk about the excellence is just well, not to use the same word, but excelling at whatever you're doing. And I come back to impact. That is excellence. Anything you're doing. So, for instance, if you get a job, how am I going to make it different from what I came to meet?
Okay.
That's excellence. So when I got to the folklore board, I went to meet a bush. Literally, the office was, full of weeds.
Oh, yeah.
The institution was dead. Some still say that the institution was created for me. and they wonder how one individual could push or make such impact. When I went to the NCA, the same thing. I put in place structures that did not exist. At my law firm now, I am doing the same thing.
Wow.
In previous roles, if you ask, I keep on saying that if you're an employee, excellence is that when you leave the job, if you go and test your boss that you want to come back. If the person says they'll take you back, then you did a good job. If they say that, oh, I'm sorry, or the place is full, then know that there was something you didn't do well. So excellence can mean different things to different people, but in all, it's doing what applying yourself and doing what you love to create the necessary impact.
Well, this is not a personal question, but what's one misconception people have about ambitious women? I mean, in recent times, people will say, "Oh, these women, they don't respect. They are arrogant. They don't talk to men well. People have all kinds of things. But what's one big misconception you think people have?
I'm big on LinkedIn, my LinkedIn engagement and my LinkedIn presence. And I follow one of these pages called the Female Quotient. So it's actually interesting you asked me this question. And they showed a video. I think I watched it earlier this morning, I believe. And it was about women saying that I'm tired of being called arrogant. I'm tired of being called emotional. I'm tired of being called all sorts of negative words that if a man does the same thing, it's credited to him as competence. And that's the bane of being a woman. It's a cross we have to bear. But I say that even with that, we should be able to hone in our special skills that we have and use that as a tool to ensure that we make progress. And I'll go back to the Bible. There's Queen Esther, there's Adam and Eve, and there's Esther. Eve was the one who convinced Adam to take the apple, right? And that's the power, that's a superpower women have. And it started from day one.
It's extreme superpower.
Exactly. Queen Esther also had that same superpower, but she used her superpower to save a nation. Yeah. And that's what we should look to doing, honing that feminine energy, as we call it now, to ensure that you make the necessary impact.
Wow.
And I keep on saying, sometimes lose the battle in order to win the war.
Wow.
It's not everything.
Say that again.
sometimes lose the battle.
Mr. Khartey is a lucky man. Lose the battle
in order to win the war.
In order to win the war. Wow. Somebody called Jane to come and listen. Sometimes lose the battle in order to win the war. Because of this, I need to drink water. We're going to go for a quick musical break. And we'll come back and continue. Guys, I'm in the studio with Mrs. Khartey. Can I call you that? And she currently is a senior partner at Afrimore Advices. Wow. She's a lawyer. And I think maybe you shy away from being called that, but you're also a politician. I want to believe that. But you're just a clean one. You're too good. I was working at Adjoa. I noticed that she was too clean. Me didn't check. Come back here. No, you see, I pray that Ghana will have more of your kind. When we come back, I'll share some experiences with her. We'll be right back. We started this at 6, but Adjoa will pay for that, so it's fine.
You have to embarrass me.
No. Forgive me, but what does it mean to be a Ghanaian woman at this time?
It's an exciting time. There's so many opportunities. There's so much we can do. There's so much potential we have. Things are a bit difficult. You would say that, yes, when it comes to gender equity, we're not where we should be. But we are actually doing well. Ghana is doing well.
Do you think we're doing enough to empower women professionally?
No. And that is why I started the Adobea Khartey mentorship series.
What do you guys do differently?
So what we do differently is, one, we do a 6-week mentorship classes, 6 weeks of classes where you actually experience, women and men who have gone through the ranks, have gone through the mill, and the topics that we explore are a bit different from the usual. So this is how to get you up the corporate ladder. After that, we have what we call a star mentor dinner, where you get one very high-profile individual to sit at the table with you and discuss anything you want to discuss. So we've had the deputy CEO of Talo, the deputy
wow.
MD of Talo, and she's the first Ghanaian to get to that position. And she's a woman.
Wow.
And she was at MTN before she went to Talo. We also had Miss Ying Yang, who is the CEO of Zonda Trucks. You know that when it comes
she's wild.
Wow.
She is wild, I must say.
So it was nice to also engage with her. And then we get men to join in. So it's not just, nice. All women, us sharing our issues and lamenting, but also the men who do the employment.
How old do I need to be before joining?
So it's between 22 to about 45. So it's
and
quite
I should be working.
Range. Even if you're not working, it's fine. It's about what your vision is and your ambition. And we're actually scaling up. So you hear more about us. Now we're going to do gender audits. We're going to do gender certification for entities, We're going to also put in place toolkits for corporate entities to ensure that they are creating the enabling environment for women. So stay tuned.
Wow.
We want to ensure that we impact the entire value chain.
That's a very good thing you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Women doing powerful things. That's what we want to see. We like that in the town. But if you had 5 minutes with the president, what's the one thing?
It's a challenging question.
Yeah. What's the one thing you'd advocate for? You can think about it. We will come back.
I'll come back to that.
Okay. But Adjoa, what one Ghanaian trait are you most proud of?
They say Ghanaians are nice, but honestly, I don't think we're that nice.
Oh yeah, I like that.
That one, we should be honest. We are not as nice as we deem ourselves to be, and that's when somebody has a car accident and there are cars around, and no one wants to take the person to the hospital because they'll get blood in their car. That's when you realize that Obuafo and Shada Nihosa.
Yeah.
Yes, this hit and run that occurred. You wonder. And if there were people around and what they did, emergency intervention that took place to maybe de-escalate the situation or reduce the damage. So we are not as nice as we deem, and it's not a problem. I think we also need to understand that being overly nice also has its disadvantages.
That's true.
Right? But I think the Ghanaian trait that I have increasingly started to admire is that we are proud of our heritage. And I think that's something that it's better. It's growing within the youth, and it's very good because now you see individuals, even in the diaspora, proudly saying they're Ghanaian. I saw someone meet the Emirati of Dubai, and he actually said that he's from Ghana, and you could tell he was proud of the fact that he's met the Tsar, and he's able to say that the Tsar of the United Arab Emirates. Yeah. And he was able to say that yes, he's from Ghana. So we are proud of our heritage. Now we are monetizing our heritage, and that's something that's very laudable because the culture and creative industries is a big industry. It's contributing millions of cedis to economies, and we can also do that. I'm actually speaking at a Rotary event. I'm a Rotarian, a proud Rotarian, and I'm speaking at a Rotary event about how our heritage is a compass for success on Sunday, and I believe that it's something that we are increasingly becoming proud of.
I'd love to come listen.
Sure.
But I'm not a Rotarian.
Oh no,
but
we allow
I would love to come and listen.
Yes. This is the Odadie at the Odadie Hall in Presec. Presec, yes.
Because it's in line with my capstone project.
Okay.
And so I would love to come here, some other things. You know what? Come to think of it, I should be talking to you more about what I'm doing or what we are working on.
Cecily, you've forgotten your sister.
Yes, that's true.
I did for you.
No, me, I don't forget. But I mean, look, let's come to your social life. We're humans. Behind the names and the badges we have, we're humans. And I want you to be very honest. Do you go for soft life or grind now and rest later?
A hybrid.
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 What does your ideal weekend look like?
A lot of rest, because yes, the week is a bit hectic, so I'd rather rest, and then of course church on Sunday. But Sundays in the afternoon is fufu and some goat light soup.
Wow.
That, and then I have to enjoy that. Then I sleep. Then I plan the next day. Saturdays, it depends. Maybe I'll hang out with friends or take the kids out. But usually Sundays I have a fixed schedule. On Saturdays it's more of we'll plan on Friday what happens. But on Friday evenings I don't go out.
Do you hang out?
I don't go out like you.
I don't go out at all. I don't even know how I'm an entertainer. Yeah, but I mean, I do go to church on Friday evenings.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. So Friday, I go out. I go out with my friends.
Okay.
But I saw another meme about young women now and how we plan events, and they were like, see you in the next 40 business days, because the schedules are so packed that you can't even planning to meet up. Is a marathon to even figure out a date to meet up. But
and sometimes you're not careful, you get losing some of your friends because they want to chill and it looks like you're busy.
Yes, exactly. Wow. Exactly. But you find the balance. You find the balance.
And how do you protect your peace, especially in this social media time?
I actually sometimes unfollow people because yes, they can stress you out. So yeah, I think you need to do what works for you. And what continually appears on your timeline is a reflection of you. So you need to understand that if there's garbage, excuse my French, but
it's fine.
On your timeline, it's because that's what you stop to look at, and therefore the algorithm is also keeps on feeding you that. So I have a very high level executive that's when he opens his TikTok is Wache joints, and that's because that's all he looks at, right? So, and that's okay. Wache joints is fine, but some of the things that people, when you open your timeline, what you see is a reflection of you. So if you want more intellectual stuff, start looking at the intellectual stuff, and you see more of that.
Yep, I need to give you my phone. The last time I was saying to myself, I'm proud of who I've become. Nice. Because I look at the kind of contents that's come on my timeline. I'm like, wow, I never thought I'll be that kind of person, especially when it comes to books. Okay. I saw that my end of that thing, the Wrapped on Spotify, that came.
Okay.
It was just books. And I was like, oh, wow, books and podcasts, me pa.
Quality human.
Yeah,
Yes, husband material. 30 yards.
But, so wait, with all of this I was saying, I know you're a successful woman, no matter how modest you'd like to pose. How do you manage the success in your relationship with your husband?
That's a very personal question.
I mean, you don't need to give me details. But because I know there are young people who are struggling with it. I know a friend of mine who thinks a wife doesn't respect. But maybe because I'm not in the house. But when I meet them, I keep telling him that he's just fighting the wife for nothing, because I see a very nice person, she talks to her, and when she's explaining her part of it, it's as if my friend is just insecure and doesn't know, how to manage, So how do you make sure that, Mr. Khartey is feeling like Mr. Khartey at home?
So there's one saying, especially because we're both lawyers, that I think when we went for counseling,
and he's an amazing lawyer, I must say.
Yes.
He gave me some good counsel some time back. He's a great lawyer.
Shout out to Mr. Khartey.
Yes.
So you need to leave your lawyer hat out the door before you enter the home.
Wow.
And I think that was good advice. So you leave I put it to you, as people used to tease us, at the front door before you enter the home. At the home, in the house, you look at what Ephesians 5 23 downwards says, and you comply with it, as both man and women do that. And you said something that no, it's not you said something. There's something that is very important. Women who are not married, the person you choose to spend the rest of your life with determines a lot.
Okay.
It determines a lot. So pray about it. Make sure that the person will support your ambition. The person will be someone who will be there for you in times of need. The person understands that just because I'm flourishing does not mean that it diminishes you as a man. So it's very important who you get married to. Don't only look at the
But if the person is
vibes.
married, it's not part of this
No.
one.
Married men are not part. That one there.
And married women.
Married men and women are not part. So that one there is not part. That one, you shouldn't even look there. Close your eyes. When you see, even if the man is coming to you, the woman is coming to you, you have to close your eyes.
Your
that one
eyes.
is not part. And there will be repercussions in the future.
Yeah.
So you will say that, oh, you're enjoying, it's a married man, a married woman that you're with now. But the time you are ready to get married, remember that karma is there.
All right, I'm going to do a quick fire round with Mrs. Khartey. I'm enjoying this conversation. We just have 5 minutes. I so wish we started earlier. But quickly, tea or coffee?
Tea or coffee?
Yeah.
Coffee, but with a lot of milk.
With a lot of milk. Heels or sneakers?
Heels.
Heels. Afro beats or high life?
That's a tough one. Because I like kwabna.
Okay.
Yes, and I like your music
Oh,
too.
thank you. Thank
that
you.
falls within more high life,
Yeah.
usually, right?
Yeah.
So high life.
So high life. Beach or the mountains?
Beach.
Beach. Early bird or night owl?
Eish, that's difficult. Now early bed.
Now early bird.
Now early bed.
Lastly, fufu or wache?
But I said my fufu. I need my fufu. I need my fufu on Sundays. So
On
definitely
Sundays, fufu.
Definitely fufu.
What is something people assume about you that's completely wrong?
I think they assume I'm not a nice person, and it's completely wrong. These are some of the stereotypes. Just because I'm a high-powered woman, an individual, the impact I've made, the assumption is that, oh, she will not be a nice person.
Yeah.
Yes, but when you get closer to me, then you understand that I'm a nice person, even though I am a stickler for discipline. And but people generally would come up to me and then say, oh, I thought you were this. I thought you were that. Oh, I didn't know you were.
I can personally attest to the discipline bit. Because Nanajwa was hard on me on one of the events until she came to me that evening and said, you guys have done well. You have done well.
It's all out of love.
Oh, I know. I understand. What's one fear you've come to conquer?
The imposter syndrome.
Okay.
I won't say I've conquered it, but I've done quite well. So even with your show, you know, it says time with giants.
Yeah.
So when you texted me, I want to have you on the show, I was like, no, me there, which giant am I? But even today, when I was doing my prayer, it said there was a word that came, I am who I am because of the mercy of God. My fellow NSPPDians will understand. And it was a full circle moment for me, because I was like, yes, you're going on this interview today and you may feel like you're not a giant, even with everything you've done at this young age. There's so many individuals who have not done even half of what you've done.
Sure.
Yes, you can, if you Google me, you actually find me. It's not like you find someone else, and you can scroll and get so much about the impact that I've made. And it's sometimes the fear is that, oh, you know what, I'm an imposter. I'm not actually as good as I think I am. Or I'm not as impactful or as a giant as I think I am. And that's imposter syndrome. And a lot of us women particularly suffer from it. And it's something that we have to conquer. I think I've conquered it, but it still pops up once in a while. But just do it, like Nike. Just
do it. Nanajwa, I'm going to ask you my final question. I feel like this is like a very deep question. I want to know what legacy you're consciously building.
Okay.
Something you know that you want generations to come and say, a woman, Madam Nana Adjoa, did A, B, or C. Something you want to be remembered for.
So I keep on saying that I feel or I know that at a point in time, now the POTUS, that's the President of the United States, is the most significant individual in the world, if it's by perception or what we don't know. But unfortunately, that's how it seems like. And I've told myself that the POTUS will know me on first name basis.
Wow.
For the impact I'm making on the African continent. As I said, my CV is an Impotompoto CV. So I won't say, I never thought I'll go to the folklore board. So I won't say that I'll be making impact in the agricultural sector or in the cultural sector or the creative arts sector. But all I know is that I'll be making an impact that will be such that the world over knows that, yes, this legacy that I am leaving or I'm creating and will leave behind will be one that will change the face of our continent.
Beautiful, beautiful, powerful, and I want to say thank you so much. Nana Adjoa,
and apologies for coming late.
You accepted, but we will discuss that after the show.
I know. I'm in trouble.
Nana Adjoa has proved that Ghanaian brilliance is not by accident. She's an amazing young woman, and in fact, she's particular about everything. She will pull you if you are not ready to be pulled. You can't be around her. And ladies, I think that she's a figure to look at. She's one person that can mentor you, whether from a distance or when you're close. Take time off. Check out her page on, what's your page on LinkedIn?
Nana Adjoa Adobea Khartey.
Nana Adjoa Adobea Khartey. You're on Facebook.
Yes,
and so we can just Google and then.
Yes, the same name on all the pages.
All the pages. All right. Thank you so much. And on this note, you're welcome. I mean, this is for all of us. On this note, I'm going to say goodbye. Let's do this again tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And tomorrow, DJ Abiam promised me something. So I'm hoping that he's going to do that for me. He says he has to go and edit some things from some of the songs. So I'm waiting. Tomorrow is going to be a good one. Guys, I love you so much. Stay blessed, and as you go out there, make sure you're blessing somebody. Don't keep it all to yourself. Money is good, but God gives everything. So keep your mind on God. Enjoy 3FM. We are your urban lifestyle radio. My name is Trigmatic. I'll see you tomorrow. In fact, you hear from me tomorrow by the grace of God. I'm out. And do you want to say some goodbyes and some thank yous?
Goodbye to everyone. And I wanted to meet the lady you shaded when you were mentioning names.
Jane.
To console her.
She's there. She's there. You will meet her.
Sure.
All right, bye. Thank you, guys. I'm at 8 o'clock. Let me remind you that my man Eddie Chika will be up here with Unwind.
Live on 92.7. Listen here. Pragmatic's got your drive.